All right, welcome everybody, and we are live with our Down and Dirty at 1:30. This is Vishan Borich from Team Tough, also known as the Tough Mama. And happy Labor Day to everyone. It is Labor Day here in the United States. If you live here, we do have a lot of people that I know are on here that are from other countries, so welcome as well. And for those of you that are in Australia and some of those countries, because I just learned that their Father's Day was just the other day. So for you dads that are out there, happy Father's Day to you Aussie dads and New Zealanders, I believe, as well. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. I've got a great presentation I've put together that has to do with video. Specifically, and the title I gave it today is How to Create Amazing Videos Without Professional Equipment or Expensive Software. So let's get started. I've got a presentation, and I'm also going to be showing you some amazing tools, and we'll just log right in. So I'm going to flip my screen around, and we'll get going. Be sure to log in down below so that you can say hello and say whatever you like to say in the chat window if you have questions, and I'll be sure and answer those as soon as I can. All right, I think we're getting somewhere here. All right, hopefully you guys can see my screen. Okay, so like I said earlier, this is how to create amazing videos without professional equipment or software. So first of all, this is just an overview of what I'm going to be sharing with you today. I'm going to share with you, why video? Why is video such a hot thing right now, and why should you be doing that? And then I'm also going to share with you a simple camera that I use, and I'll show you that you don't have to have a bunch of expensive equipment in order to do this, right? And then 5 things that you must do to make a great video. And you'll be surprised, there's a lot of people who don't do one or all of these things, and their videos don't turn out very well. So you guys are going to be ahead of the game because you're going to know these 5 great things that are going to make your videos appear really professional. I'm going to also be sharing with you some tips to make your video look like a professional shot it. And these are some tips that I got from a great professional videographer named Dan Usher. He's one of the guys on Unstoppable Tribe. He is an amazing videographer, and he shoots most all of the videos for the tribe. So I'll share some of the tips that I've learned from him. And then great editing tools. You don't have to have a big budget to edit videos. In fact, there are a lot of free tools out there, and there's also some apps that you can use. I'm going to share with you the ones that I use in order to create videos. All right, so let's keep going. I will show you, if you haven't seen some of my videos, I will be showing a few of those today, just so that you can get an idea as to the types of videos that I produce if you had not seen them already. I've gotten a lot of compliments on them, saying that I've really amped up my video game, and I kind of chuckle because I'm really not doing anything that different. I'm just using some simple tools to create the videos that I do. So I think that you'll be impressed with what you can do with some of the tools that are out there. It's gotten really easy to make great videos. So let's get into why video. Well, this is really more from the business perspective. For me, video is such a powerful way to get people to know you, to like you, and trust you. Because let's face it, if you are in the digital world, you're not going to meet a lot of people face to face. Especially if your territory is worldwide like mine is. So with that said, I really the best way that I can get in front of people is by shooting video, and also doing these hangouts, which is another form of video. So that's one of the main reasons I love video, is because it allows me to basically create relationships, and everybody knows that people will only buy from those who they know, like, and trust. So video is a great way to get there. All right, the other thing that is important, and this is really recent, is that Facebook has really taken off with video recently. I don't know if you guys know that. They want people to post more videos. They like video ads and things like that. So what's happened is that for YouTube, who is a separate company from Facebook, YouTube is owned by Google. YouTube is seeing a big hit in the number of videos because more and more people are putting video on Facebook. So what's happened is that everybody is trying to attract more video. In other words, YouTube, Google, Facebook, they all want more video because it's kind of a competition game. And they're able to sell more advertising. Those companies are able to sell more advertising based on the number of videos that people post on their site. So they want you to post videos, and they want to get your videos seen because they get, they obviously have invested interest in having your videos seen. So that means right now, if you're uploading videos to Facebook or YouTube, you are getting more visibility than ever before. So it's really important that you consider that, especially if you're a business and you're trying to get more traffic to your business. Video is an excellent way to do that. Make sure, of course, that when you post your video, somewhere in the description, or if it's on Facebook, somewhere in the actual post, that you place a link to your website or capture page, which would be ideal. Okay. The other reason that video is so popular right now is more and more people have smartphones. So they have things like iPhones and Android devices and tablets and things like that. And video is super easy to view on those devices. The other nice thing about that more and more people have smartphones is that when you watch a video on your iPhone, for example, everything else disappears on your phone. The video literally takes up the entire screen. The benefit of that is you have somebody's undivided attention. You don't have a bunch of text and flashy ads all over the place that are taking people away from whatever message that you're sharing. So for me, having video out there is a way to get someone's undivided attention and share my information, my value, things about my business, and also to make sales. I think video saves time as well, and here's how I use it. One of the ways I use video is to record trainings and tips, such as the one that I'm doing right now. By recording them, what happens is then when I have others on my team or in my business that have questions, I can point them to a video that I've already produced on that topic. So now I don't have to keep doing the same training again and again and again and again. And this goes for anyone that's in business. If you find that you're repeating yourself a lot or showing people something a lot, you might consider doing a recorded screen share. There's some great tools out there such as screencast-o-matic.com, screencast-o-matic.com, and you can actually record your screen, save that, upload it to YouTube or to a disk or whatever you want to do, and then share that with your employees or staff or team members so that you don't have to repeat yourself. And I really love it for that purpose. And then finally, I think video is fun. I didn't used to, I'll be honest with you, when I first started shooting video, I was extremely nervous about it. It was something that I wasn't used to doing, and I kind of have a perfectionist streak. So the whole idea of video and then misspeaking, it made me nervous, and it literally took me over 60 takes to do my first videos. But I've gotten to the point now where I can do a video in one take most of the time. Sometimes, maybe 2 takes or 3. But I can tell you that the more you do video, the easier it gets. And one little tip, although I'm going to give you a lot today, is that when you do a video, think about that you're not talking to the world. Imagine that you're just talking to a single person, perhaps your best friend. And when I started thinking that way, when I do my videos, I got a lot more confident. I was a lot more personable. I wasn't nervous as much because I felt like I was just sharing with a single person that I already knew. So that really helped me to shoot much better videos. All right. Hopefully you guys are with me. You're getting some value out of this. Be sure to comment down below so that I know you're here, that you watch this. Even if you're watching this as a recording, I encourage feedback so I know what types of hangouts you like to receive more of from me, and if there's anything new that I missed that you would like me to cover. All right, video cameras. So you'll find this really funny, perhaps, but my #1 video camera that I use is my iPhone. And I don't even have the newest iPhone right now. I am due for an upgrade, but I'm kind of waiting for, I have a feeling that there's going to be a new release here at the next Apple conference of a brand new iPhone, so I kind of want to get the newest one. That's just the way I work. But anyhow, I actually have an iPhone, I think it's the 5S. Anyhow, I've had it a while now, but it shoots great video. I think iPhones in general have really good cameras. Now, Android devices, I haven't used those. So for those of you that are diehard Android device users, just check and try to get the highest resolution lens on your phone as you can. And you'll find that you can shoot really high quality video with a phone. It's amazing. In fact, 70% of all of my videos are shot on my iPhone. Crazy. And so that's that. I do have one other camera that I use on a regular basis, and that's my Hero 4. It's a GoPro Hero 4. This is what it looks like. The downside of the Hero 4, first I'll tell you that, and I'll tell you the upside, is that I don't believe that the sound quality or the mic is very good on the Hero 4. And I don't have any type of external mic for it. Perhaps there are some out there. I haven't researched that yet. But if I'm shooting a video where I want really good sound quality, I use my iPhone rather than the Hero 4. The benefits of the Hero 4 are prolific. #1, the Hero 4 shoots ultra high quality. And so I'm able to get really good quality video out of it. The other thing is you can shoot very wide angle. So if you're looking for a panoramic shot where you want to capture a lot of things, the Hero 4 is great. It's also really small in size, and it comes with a nice waterproof case. So if you want to shoot underwater shots or things where you're going to get dirty or muddy or sandy, the Hero 4 is great for that. You can control it remotely with your iPhone or Android device. So you can actually turn it on or off, and place the camera someplace where you could record something long term. So there's a lot of benefits of that. I do shoot quite a few videos with it because I like to use them as what we call B-roll, and B-roll is a fancy name for video clips that you would edit into your main video. Okay, so this is a little more advanced stuff, but I do use my Hero 4 to shoot some amazing video clips that I can then edit into my main portion of my video. All right, so those are the only two I use. There's a lot of other cameras out there, but these two have served me well. All right, so you ready for 5 tips for great video? I hope so, because we're going to go through it right now. All right, so tip 1, shoot all video horizontally. Do not hold your phone vertically. So if I go back to here, don't hold your phone like this, okay? Rather turn it sideways when you shoot your video. The biggest mistake I see people make is they shoot their video vertically with holding it like this picture. And what happens is then when you upload it to YouTube or to Facebook or any video hosting device, you're going to end up with 2 black boxes on the side of your video. So it's not going to be full screen. It's going to be very small. There's no way that you can turn it successfully and make it have high quality. So I just recommend everybody turn it sideways, shoot your video that way. It's going to look much more professional, and that's the way I shoot all of my videos. Okay, that's a pretty basic tip. The second one is make sure that you have great lighting on your face or subject matter. So be very aware before you shoot a video what the lighting looks like. If you're shooting a video and you can't really make out your face very well, you've got to just find another place so that you can get some good light. I do shoot a lot of my videos outside during daylight because the best light you can possibly have is sunshine. You don't want ultra bright sunshine though, so make sure that you can kind of have indirect light, either be close inside, close to a window, for example, and that'll put some nice light on your face. Or if you are outside and it's a super bright day, you might try being under a porch or under a tree, so that you still are getting the natural light on your face, but it's not that harsh bright light that makes it impossible for you to even look at the camera because your eyes are squinting. So lighting is so important. I will tell you, especially if you have a dark skin color, like if you're African American, you definitely need to make sure you have great lighting, because the light absorbs into the darker your skin is. If you're really tan, for example, the light absorbs and it makes it appear like you can't even make out your facial features. So for you guys, you need to make sure that you have some great lights so that they can see your beautiful complexion, your beautiful eyes. So make sure that you do that. On the contrary, if you are fair-skinned and blonde-headed like I am, if you get too bright of light, really white light will wash me out. So I actually have to have a little bit less bright of light, a little bit darker light, in order for my facial features to show up. So be very aware of this, and have a friend look at it if you're not sure. But for the most part, you guys should be pretty good at looking and telling if you can see your face or see the faces of others. All right, the third tip, be aware of your background. So often I see people shoot video and maybe they're inside and they have like the worst possible background. Like it's just a total disaster, a mess, or maybe it's just a stark white wall with no interest at all. Now, if you're going for the stark white background, that's one thing. You have to wear kind of darker clothing so that you pop out from a white wall. What I like to do is I usually have kind of set up my background. I make sure that there's something of interest in the background, that it's nice and tidy. I like to, like I told you earlier, I like to be outdoors more, because there's always going to be something interesting outside. So really be aware of your background, and also keep in mind things that might be in your background that stick out behind your head, because it can appear really funny if you have something like a plant right behind your head. So it makes it look like you have plants for hair, because everything looks two-dimensional on a video screen. So, again, be aware of your background, really be critical about it, and position things in your background so that it's flattering to you or whatever it is that you're filming. All right, the fourth tip for great video is sound quality. You've got to have good sound. So I will tell you a little tip here. Let me see if I can find it, and I'll flip my screen around. I got it. Okay, I am going to flip my screen around here. All right, there we are. So I'm going to show you a really tip. This is a inexpensive way to have a mic. You take your earbuds, okay, the ones that have the little mic on them right here. Okay, don't put them in your ear, but rather clip them in your shirt, or actually drop it down your shirt. Okay, obviously you want to plug the other end into your phone. But what you do now, you have a mic, and you can even use like an alligator clip that you use for paper to clip that into your shirt. And then what that does is it gives you a good mic, and if you have a really long cord, you can have your camera out quite a ways, and that'll really help so that you have good sound quality. Sound quality is key for good video. If they can't hear you or they can't hear what's going on, most likely somebody's not going to even watch the video because it's just too hard to hear. All right, I'm going to flip it back around again. I just wanted to show you that. That's a cheater trick that I learned that's really helped me with my videos. All right, going back here. Okay, so mic, you can also get some inexpensive mics, from online. You go to Amazon, and you can find a very long corded mic, that's professional, that you can clip to your shirt. If you've got a little more money to spend and you're really into video, you could even get a remote mic that you can Bluetooth it to your camera and have that set up. So these are, again, just some tips so that you have a really good mic. One other thing I'll say is that if you're shooting outside, make sure that the mic on your phone, which is the bottom of your phone if it's an iPhone, is not facing the wind. If it is facing the wind, forget any sound quality at all, because it's just going to be all wind. So make sure that you position your phone or whatever you're shooting your video with so that the mic is turned away from the wind. These are just some professional tips that'll help you have some great videos. All right, let's press on. Tip number 5, make eye contact with your camera. When you are filming, you want to look at the actual center of the camera eye, because think of that like you're making eye contact with your audience. And ideally, you want to position your camera so that it's eye level. By doing that, it really makes somebody feel like you're talking to them, you're looking them in the eye. One of the things that I see is a lot of people, they don't even know where the camera eye is on their camera. Get to know that, do some test videos, and then if you need to, I mean, even draw on your phone or put a little sticker so that you remember to look at the little eye, the little black dot, so that you are making eye contact with your audience. That's so important. And I try to do that when I do these videos. I'm not always real successful, because the webcam is up high on my laptop. And a lot of times I need to look at something on my screen, so it causes my eyes to look down. But it's just something to be aware of anytime that you're being filmed, to look at the camera eye and imagine that you're looking somebody right in the eye when you're speaking to them. All right, so those are the 5 main tips. If you can do those 5 things, your videos are going to start appearing really professional. Now, I'm going to give you even more pro tips that have helped me even more with how I present my videos. So those are the 5 main tips. Here are some professional things that you can do. These are tips from the pros. So here is a big one that I actually got from Dan, and that is to use the rule of thirds when you're framing your shot. So you may not be familiar with the rule of thirds. I am going to flip my screen around again and show you what that is. All right, hello again. Okay, so here is my phone. So if I'm shooting a picture, and I'm just going to go ahead and put the video on so you can kind of see. Okay, so if I am shooting a video, I don't want to be right in the middle of it. I want to be like in the third. I don't know if you can see how I'm kind of in the third position of it. So you've got, think of this, it's split into 3. So there's 1 and 2. So there's 3 spots. You want to try to line yourself up in the third position. Let me see if I can add the, I don't know if I can add the grid on here or not. I don't remember how to do that. For photo, I think I can. Maybe. I don't remember how to do the grid. But I think you get the idea that basically you want to imagine that there's 3 segments, and you want to put your face in one of the third positions. What that does is it adds interest into the actual video. And you can then have more of your background show. It doesn't matter which side you're on. But the main subject matter should not be right smack dab in the middle. It just isn't as interesting as if they're in the third position. So this is a great tip, and it really does make your videos appear more cinematic. Okay, let me go. Oh, got to flip it back to my screen here. We're probably going to flip back and forth a few times today. I hope you guys are still with me and you're getting some value as always. All right. Okay, so that's that one. Another tip from the pro is keep your videos short. Now this, I would say most videos, because most people, they don't have time to sit down and watch a half-hour or hour-long video. Plus, if they're watching it on their phone, they're using up their data plan, which you don't want to be using up your data plan. So I tell everybody, keep your videos 3 minutes or less. That's going to be a great rule of thumb in order to get your videos seen. You can really say a lot in 3 minutes, and I've gotten to the point where I can get it down to 3 minutes almost every time. It just comes with practice. So really work on that, and you'll find that you get a much longer viewership of your videos by having shorter videos. Okay, next one, have hypnotic scenery. What is hypnotic scenery? Well, it's scenery that people want to look at. It's something that you know, it really looks nice, or it's something interesting that makes them want to watch the video more because it's so beautiful or hypnotic, as we say. So some examples of hypnotic scenery or backgrounds would be standing by a lake or the ocean, you know, water, any type of water feature, even a swimming pool. Those are great ways to kind of draw people in. Having a beautiful outdoor view, like if you have a beautiful garden or a scenic yard, or maybe you are in a scenic place with some interesting buildings, you know, having those type of views can really draw people in and make them want to watch your video more. Walking, if you are moving, you want to, sometimes that can really help too, because you're showing them different scenery in the background while you're speaking, which keeps them engaged in your video. Another thing that I like to do is screen edits as well. Like if I do a longer video, you know, over 3 minutes, and some of mine are longer because maybe they're a training video or something like that, or maybe I'm, you know, giving some value and some tips. What I'll do is I'll record myself, you know, sharing a story, for example. And then when I go into the editing process, which I'm going to be sharing with you here shortly, I will go through and actually clip out parts of me just speaking by myself and put in images of different things. So I might put in an image of the water, you know, or I might put in an image of my kids, but I still have my voice going on in the background. And by fading in and out to different scenery, it creates a hypnotic effect. And this is kind of a more advanced feature to be able to edit those type of videos. But as you get better at video, it really does add to that video by doing that. So that's just, you know, something I want to share with you that can really make your videos pop. And as you get better, you can add all kinds of cool things like that. And we're going to show you how to do that here in just a minute. Okay, so here's another one. Use a selfie stick or a tripod. Selfie sticks are kind of a joke these days, you know, because so many people use it. But I tell you what, when you're doing video, it just makes such a difference to be able to position the camera a little farther away from you to get more of your upper body and not just your face. So I use a selfie stick a lot. If I'm doing a more professional video, I actually will put my camera on a tripod. That way I can use both hands to speak. I'm one of those people that uses my hands a lot when I talk. And so I think it helps to animate and show my real personality by having both hands free if I'm on a tripod. But a selfie stick is nice because they're small, they're portable, you can take them with you. They're great for traveling. And they allow you to also shoot some shots that maybe you couldn't shoot with just holding your hand out. For example, like I got some really great crowd shots one time at a parade by extending my selfie stick as high as it would go and then aiming the camera down over the parade. So I was able to get, you know, a shot that normally I would not be able to get without the use of a selfie stick. So think about these things in order to add more interest to your videos. Okay, so now I'm going to flip around and I'm going to do a screen share. So let me go back here and okay, I actually have I downloaded a software that's kind of cool. It's called Air Server, and Air Server allows me to show you my my phone right on the computer screen. So I'm gonna try. I gotta get it reconnected back up again because it kind of, if I don't use it for a second, it turns off. I think I got it. So give me a moment here and we will be right back with it going. But yeah, there's some other tools if you're looking to, if you ever want to show your computer screen on your, I'm sorry, show your phone screen or tablet device on your desktop. If you have a Mac, Reflector is another tool that you can download that allows you to do that. And then finally, another one that you can do is called Real VNC. V as in Victor, N as in Nancy, and then C as in Charlie. And what that'll do is it will allow you to also mirror your device right on your screen. The Reflector app does not work on a PC though. It only seems to work on a Mac. All right, let me see if I've got it here. Maybe. I don't think I do. Give me a second. It's taking a little longer. Sometimes it takes a little while. I appreciate your patience. In the meantime, if you're getting value from this, or if you have any questions, be sure to go ahead and post that down below. I don't know. I had it going right before this call, but now it's not being very polite. All right, let me see something. Maybe it's on my screen and I just didn't know it. Ah, it is. Okay, cool. So let me get this here, and I will show my screen again in just a moment. Yay. All right. Thank you so much for your patience. I'm going to flip it back around now that I've got it back up. Here it goes. Present to everybody. Get rid of some of this stuff. Okay, I've got a lot of stuff on my screen, but hopefully you can see this okay. All right, so this, let's see if I can get full screen. Nope. All right, so this is my iPhone screen. Hopefully you can see this right now. So I'm going to show you some apps that I use for video editing that are right on my iPhone. So here's the main one that I use. Let me just click on here, and it's called Splice. Okay, Splice is an awesome editing tool. In fact, most all of my videos, I actually do them in Splice. So I'm going to show you kind of how to create a video from start to finish so that you can start editing videos right away. So I don't know if Splice has an Android version. You might check it out. If not, I'm going to show you a few other apps that are out there that you can use. So Splice, again, is my absolute favorite one that I have. So what you're going to do is you click the little plus in the upper right-hand corner, and all these other projects, those are ones that I've already created. So then you go to your camera roll, and if you wanted to grab some video, let's see if I can grab one that I haven't used yet. Well, I'll just grab one of these guys. Okay, so you just add a video. You can add music in the background. I'm going to skip that right now. And then here you can see, you can give your project a name. I'm just going to call this Bali Garden. And then you want the format to remain as landscape. I usually leave the background color as black and white. In between transitions, like if you add some photos, you can, I usually leave it on none, and if I want transitions, I'll do that. And then transitions, I leave that alone. Photo duration, I leave that alone. And I leave the motion, Ken Burns motion, I leave that on. And I'll explain what that is in just a second. All right, so I click done. Okay, so now I just added a video. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make this like an official video. So what I do is you click on the video, and I just put my thumb on it, and then I click the little plus symbol here, and I'm going to give it a title. So we'll just call this Bali Garden. Okay, and then you can change the font to whatever you want. I like Gothic Neo the best. You can also change the color. I tend to like the gold. Okay, and then you just click done. So now I've got a title slide. If I wanted to, this little box here is a transition. I could make it do a blur before it goes from the title slide. Well, as it goes from the title slide over to the video. Okay, and then if I wanted to, I could add like an ending slide. So I'll just add another title slide, and we'll put my web, toughmamablog.com. I'm just showing you how simple it is that you can create videos from this. And I want to edit the color on that. Again, I love, I like Gothic Neo. And it is kind of doing some weird stuff with my blog thing, so I'm going to take off the www. I don't like it to like split onto 2 lines. And I'll make that gold. Okay, so that's done. So now if I wanted to as well, I could add a photo in here. So let's see. Just add another slide, photos. So come in here. I'm just showing you how super easy it is to make videos. I've got a gazillion photos on here. Here, we'll do this one. It's kind of fun. Okay, and then you can edit the photo too. If you click on it and click edit photo, it's got this thing called a Ken's burn effect, which is like a motion. So it'll go from this motion to this motion. So what I like to do is have it small. And I'm just kind of shrinking it with my 2 fingers. And then I have it on this screen go to a bigger version. So it'll actually go from small to big. You can see what it'll do. See, that's kind of cool. There's my 2 boys in Bali. Okay, so now I've got that on there. So now if I want to check it, I just press the play button up here. And it's playing. I don't have any sound. You saw the blur there. You can see my kids walking. There's one of the gardeners in Bali. You see them walking through the garden. So, and you could add a lot more different things to it. I could edit the video. I could make it shorter. Like for instance, if I click on the video, click edit video, it's not going to show it on my screen, but I have the ability on here in order to make it smaller. You can't really see it, but it does allow you to trim the video down, like from the start or the finish, so that it's not as long. Okay, so here's the other part. If I wanted to add music to it, I simply click on the audio button, and then you position where you want, oops, cancel. You slide this down to where you want the music to start. So let's say I want it to start, you know, about halfway through the title. Then I click the little plus symbol, and I can click on, these are all free music that you can add to the background. So if I wanted some world music, since we were in Bali, I could click to play the music first, or I'll just add Alaba, whatever that one is. So it takes a little second to add it to it. Okay, so it added it. It's kind of a long song. So what I want to do is I'm going to edit that down. So I click on the music, and I'm going to drag this. And you kind of have to guess on this where you want it to be. And you go back. Still pretty long. Oh, we're getting there. So that's probably pretty close there. It's almost at the end. Okay, so now that I've got my music added, oh, I can also turn the sound up. I guess it is already all the way up. If I want to turn the sound down on the actual video portion, I clicked on the video, and then I turned that down all the way so that you don't hear, you know, 2 sounds. If you were speaking in there, then I would turn the actual video sound way up, and then I would go back to the music, and I would turn that down to about, I don't know, here, you know, a little less than halfway. And what that would do is it would make it so the music isn't overpowering to the actual voice in the video. Okay, so now we've got it. So now we go back to the beginning and go to the video. We start it. I don't know if you can hear that, but it's actually playing the music, and you can see what's going on here. Pretty cool. So we're not going to watch the whole thing. Well, I guess we'll go. I mean, it's only like less than a minute. So you see him walking. Now you see the Ken Burns effect. And there it has toughmamablog.com. Okay, so I'm happy with my video. So now all I got to do is click the little arrow in the upper top right, little arrow box thing. And when I do that, it's going to give me options. So I can actually, you know, what I do, I'll just tell you exactly what I do. I could upload it right to Facebook if I wanted to, but I always click save video. And then it's going to give you some options. If you have Wi-Fi turned on, well, I guess that's when you upload it into YouTube. It'll give you options. I usually upload it as the 720, the HD 720, because I don't have a super fast internet speed where I live. If I had a really fast internet speed, then I probably would upload it as HD 1080. That's going to give you the highest quality HD video that it can do with whatever video you shot. So I always try to get it in HD because more and more people are looking at video in HD, and it gives it a more professional quality. Okay, so that kind of gives you an idea as to what you can do. All right, so I'm not going to actually save this because there's some other stuff I want to do to it, but that gives you an idea. I do want to go back and I'll show you an example of a video that I did. Let's see if this is. I actually took my logo and I created kind of an outro that I add to a lot of my different videos. And an outro would be kind of a closing video snippet. So this is some fancy stuff that you can do if you want to start making your videos look really professional. Upload your logo into your photos file of your iPhone, and then add what I call the Ken's burn effect. And then on this video, I actually added an audio snippet that sounds like a jet flying over, and that was all part of Splice. They have all these different audio effects that you can add. So I did that, and then I have a full video. So I'm going to show you what this one looks like so you can get an idea, and you can. All right, so yeah, wasn't that cool? And that looks really cinematic, doesn't it? I mean, it looks like a professional shot all the video and did everything. And I want to show you another tool that I used that helped me to create that outro trailer. So let me go ahead and exit out of this Splice. So another tool that I have is iMovie. And this is another app you can download for your phone. And I'm going to show you something that you can do. Okay, one of them is theater. Okay, so you see there's video, projects, and theater. If you use the theater function and then you click the little plus, click on the one that says trailer. Okay, so check this out. Like, this is the one I used. I use Expedition, and basically you just select from any of these, and you can actually create your own video. Okay, so I'm going to stop that here. So let me just select a different one. I'll select, I don't know, let's try superhero. Okay, so if I click create, check this out. So you go through here and you fill out names of people in your family, you know, whatever it is you want to say in your video. So, you know, who it's directed by, the people that are in it. Okay, and then you click on storyboard, and it actually tells you exactly what it's looking for. Like, it's looking for, you know, a title. So I have it Team Tough. I can change that to whatever I want. It's, you know, it says the Langs were an average family. I can click on that, and I can change that to, you know, my name. Team Tough was an average family. And then over here where it says group, you click on group, and then you go through your videos. So let me just find a video here. Let's see, go to all videos. Okay, I don't know if I've got a group shot. Oh yeah, well, here's one. So if I click on this group shot, you see how it automatically creates a little yellow snippet? So I basically would drag this to to wherever I want it to be, and I can hit play. Okay, so that's all it would do, would be a little bitty snippet. But if I'm happy with that, I just click the up arrow, and now that's going to be the first snippet. And then I just keep going along. Obviously, these are really short. Like, let me go back. You can, I don't know if you can see because it's small on my screen, but like the first snippet is 2 seconds. The second one is 1.9. But what happens is as you go through and add these little video clips, it's going to end up producing a very professional looking video. So let me go back to superhero. I'll show you kind of what it looks like, just the trailer example. So you can see that they put little snippets in there. So isn't this awesome? And all this is automatically created for you. All right, I'm gonna hit pause, but you kind of get the idea. So, and there's a bunch of them to choose from. And this was a free tool that you can download onto your phone and start creating these cinematic type movies. The other thing you can do is if I cancel out of here, I could actually do an entire project. So you can create just a regular video right out of iMovie. It's very similar to Splice, and it'll allow you to choose. Let's see if I go back. Come here, choose movie. There's different types of movies that you can, as far as templates that you can choose from that will add all kinds of cool little features in between. If you have a Mac computer, iMovie is even more robust than this, and you can upload your videos right from your phone onto your computer and really go to town and make a really amazing video. So hopefully this gives you some ideas on what you can do. I'm going to show you one more tool that I've found really helpful and really nice. I think it's this one, Capture. Yeah, Capture, I believe. Yeah, Capture is another tool that's similar to Splice that allows you to upload right into YouTube directly. It does have some nice features. I've actually done kind of a lot of videos here. And I don't think it's going to let me show all the features, but once you upload a video, it allows you to add music. You can do all kinds of different things. So it's, just go through and experiment with these, find the one you like the best, and you'll find that making videos and making them look really professional is not as difficult as you might have thought it was. I did find one other I want to show you, and that's Intro Designer. This is, I think it's by iMovie, but it also allows you to create videos. You choose a template that you like, and it automatically gives your videos that cinematic quality that perhaps you were looking for. All right, so that's kind of the iPhone. So I'm going to turn this part off. I wanted to also show you some tools that you can use on your computer directly. Probably my favorite, and I'm on a PC, my favorite is iMovie, which is a movie maker. This is a free software that automatically comes with your PC, with your Windows device. This is a great video editing tool. You will, of course, have to upload your videos right into your computer in order to do this. But once you get them here, you simply click here and on the right side, and then you go and you find your videos. So if I wanted, here's my Vegas bridge, and you just click on uploading it, and then it takes a little while. You have to wait till the little clocks all disappear. You can see it down here. Once it's uploaded, you can come in here and you can add text and things like that. Like if I wanted a title page, I could say I'll just make it fun, Viva Las Vegas. And so I've got the title. You can even make your title kind of fancy. They've got some different tools here. Like I like this one. So here, I'll show you what it looks like. Yeah, and then isn't that nice? And then it'll go into your video right away. You can also add captions to your videos just by clicking caption. So I could add my name, like for instance, and you can move it, you know, wherever you want to move it. If I want it up here, I could do that. And again, I have the ability to make it do some interesting things. Probably needs to be like black. Trying to remember where I changed it. I don't remember where you change it. Edit maybe. Oh, here it is. Okay, so if I go in here. Oh, there it is. Yeah, it's been a while since I've changed some of the colors on here. Let's see if it worked. All right, so let's just try it, see what happens. All right, kind of flip down. So probably not as exciting, but you get the idea. You can really play around in here with Movie Maker. And then when you're done, one of the things I love about Movie Maker is you can come in here, and I do this. You save movie, and it automatically has the settings that are required for a YouTube upload or a Facebook upload. So if I know I'm going to upload this to YouTube, then I go to Save Movie, and then I click on YouTube, and it'll automatically save it with the appropriate settings that YouTube likes the best. And I might save it twice. Like if I know I'm going to use it in both places, then I'll also go back in and save it for Facebook. So these are just some tools that you have access to. You can edit, you can add sound to this, you can add you know, audio, music, whatever you want to do, all from, you know, this Movie Maker, Windows Movie Maker. Now, for those of you that are on Macs, I know iMovie has some even more amazing tools probably than Movie Maker. You know, most Macs, as I understand today, come with your own iMovie. So, you know, experiment with that, look at the different templates, and, you know, find one that makes sense for you. So one last tool I want to show you today before I flip it back around is if you're using YouTube, go into YouTube, YouTube actually has its own editing tool built in. So if you click on your head in the upper right hand corner, you'll see a button that says Creator Studio. You click on that. It may take just a second here. Once you click on that, you scroll down where it says Create, and then you click on that again, and you click on Video Editor. So you can see one that I already did. So all you do is any videos that you've already uploaded into YouTube, you can take snippets from those or the entire video and add some really cool features to it. So you just simply grab a video and you drag it down below. And then if you wanted to edit the video, you just slide that video to whatever part that you wanted to edit out. I will give you one other tip that's really helped me, and that is when you first shoot a video, usually part of the video at the very beginning shows your hand going up to actually turn the camera on. Make sure you edit that part out. So you can either edit it right off of your phone. There are tools on your phone that allow you to delete that part. Or when you upload it into Movie Maker or iMovie, you can edit that part out. Or in Splice, you can edit it out. And the same thing on the tail end. You want to edit that hand motion that you're turning on and off the camera. Edit that off on the tail end as well. It makes your video look a lot more professional and nice. All right, so I'm going to flip us back around. I think I've given you a lot of information today. Hopefully you guys have gotten some great value. All right, we're back. So I want to thank you for being on today's Hangout on Labor Day. This is stuff that I love doing. I love sharing some of the things that I've learned to help you be even better at your business or get better at doing video, if even if you're not doing it for business, you just want to do it for home movies, then this is a great method or some great tools and tips that you can use to make your videos even better. So with that, I'm going to end for today. I appreciate you being on today's Hangout. Have a wonderful rest of the Labor Day, and we will see you next Monday for the Down and Dirty at 1:30 Central. Take care.